Good evening from the phone. Look, I've come out without a camera again. Well, I haven't actually, I've got the phone, so that'll do. Bloody hopeless I am. I've just been out to collect a bike actually. So, just going for a walk with Ellie. At the usual spot. Oh, what a day today. I'll be doing a load of jobs on that Astra today. Fitting a new cam belt and water pump and all that. I've done that. It's making horrible noises still, which is not really good. It's slightly worrying. I've got my suspicions. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Is that going to do that? No, it's not. It's not a very good camera, sorry. Don't come out very well. Yeah. I got my suspicions it might be the oil pump. I don't know. It's quite high mileage. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a bummer. It was making a bit of a whining before, and I replaced all the put a new cam belt on it, new water pump, pulleys, replaced all that, changed the oil filters, did all that, and it's still whining. Oh, I can't afford to spend any more money on it. I don't have it to spend, so I think I'll just have to drive it. If it goes bang, it goes bang. I can't do any more. I can't spend any more money. I can't warrant it. Thing is, the car's not worth it. It's a bit of a bummer really, because it's a nice car, but just not worth nothing, see? I mean, I paid £300 for it, but I mean, they're not worth that. You're lucky if you get 300 for it. I mean, I've just spent 150 on the blooming doing all the cam belt and everything. So I've got to do the brakes as well, and an exhaust flexi has gone on it as well, right by a lambda sensor, so it's running a bit lumpy because it's sucking air in through the exhaust. So the oxygen sensor's all to put as well, because there's a hole between the two sensors. You've got there's two sensors, one before the cat and one after, and the one after the cat is where the flexi is, you see, and it's sucking, it's obviously sucking lots of air in. Anyway, whatever. I think the idea of that is to tell you if your cat's knackered. I don't know much about it. Don't do all this electronic rubbish. I prefer the old school stuff, it's much better. I don't like all this electronic crap, it's so complicated. You know, sensor for this and sensor for that, tells you this, tells you that. Oh, I can't be bothered. On the old school, I just sit there and listen with a screwdriver. Do you know what I mean? You know, ooh, that's a funny noise, what's that coming from? You go around with a long screwdriver trying to identify where it's come from. Do you know what I mean? Not the I'll plug the laptop in and that'll tell me what's wrong with it. I can't be doing all that. I was looking at stupid camera. Oh, I was looking at some old cars the other day. When the other one started making some noises, the Astra, and I thought, it's not even that. Well, it is quite old. It's an 03 plate. Oh, sorry, my shoulder's hurting. I'm having a lot of problems with that lately. We'll have to go this way, sorry. No, sorry, gonna have to go that way. Rubbish. This camera's rubbish. What was I saying? Oh, no, it's no good. Can't see, can you? No good. Oh, I'll put it back there. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was looking at some cars. I was looking at some of the old Cortinas and Capris, which is what I used to have. That was my first car, that was Mark II Capri. 1972, I believe it was. I've still got the registration plate for it. So technically, and I still have the registration documents as well. I have the registration plate and the documents, so if I see those registration documents on another vehicle, then somebody's pinched them, because I've still got them. So you never know, I might put it on the car one day. RWV452N, that was my first car. Yeah, bright yellow Daytona yellow Mark II Capri it was. Proper boy racer. It was nice actually, it was a nice car. Until the floor fell out on it. I sat in the seat one day and it just went straight through the floor. Ended up on the lawn. Never mind. It was, I didn't know much about cars in those days. Yes, I think I've got a bearing going on the van as well. Oh, more bloody jumps. I've just done a strut on the front, because that was banging. So I had a closer investigation of that. I found out the front shock absorber had gone. You could wobble it like this, which wasn't very good. So luckily it was only 5 bolts, so I had to get a new one of those. So I've done that. It's still knocking a little bit, so I don't know where that's coming from. Can't find anything that's loose, but something's knocking somewhere, slightly. And I've got a bit of a dry whining bearings gone somewhere, or going. I've got my suspicions it's the 2 front bearings, because they were cheap ones. I fitted 2 cheap front wheel bearings, and they came dry. They were totally dry, these bearings. They were dry in a box. They weren't even greased. I usually use SKF bearings because they're usually good quality, but I just wanted to keep the price to a bare minimum when I was doing the restoration. I just had to buy the cheapest of everything just to get an MOT on it. And basically just whacked some load of grease on it and assembled it and put it on the van. But I think with this hot weather and everything, and I've done about, how many have I done? I've done about 7,000 or 8,000 so far this year, and I think it's dried out. It's not rumbling yet, so the bearing's not gone, but I think it's become dry. I think it's dried out of grease, especially with this hot weather we've had as well. I don't think that's done it any good. So that's another job. I have to strip the hub down and re-grease all the bearings. I did have to, I had to tighten them up the other day because there was a bit of free play in the wheel. Took a bit wobbly, so the bearing come loose. So just pinched it up a little bit. That's probably why it's making a noise now. Probably needs, like I say, needs readjusting and some more grease, I think. There we go. So we're doing. We are on 8:38. That's disgusting, isn't it? I hope you guys don't mind me having a waffle. It's quite nice to come on here and have a chat with you guys. Don't get out much, you see. Come out, have a chat. Yeah, it'd be nice. I'll be nice if I can get away this weekend. I'll keep saying that. And every weekend something happens and I ain't able to go. That's what happened last weekend. I was supposed to have got away last weekend and it didn't happen. One thing and another, I couldn't go. Yeah, anyway, whatever. Oh, there's the little birds. Can you hear them? Ah, bless. It's nice, isn't it? Oh, I'll put up a screenshot of those analytics at the end of the video, and you can have a look. It's quite interesting. I wouldn't know what's in it because I haven't looked yet, and so I can't talk about it because I haven't seen them. But I was talking about it in the last video, so I'll stick up a screenshot at the end and you can have a look. And as to whether I'm talking a load of rubbish, we shall see, won't we? I wouldn't be surprised. I usually do. That's why nobody takes any notice of me, because I talk a lot of rubbish. I'll tell you what was good today. It was funny actually. Was it today or was it yesterday? No, it was yesterday. Last night it was. I was parked outside a shop, and these kids had come over to me, and they said, "You got a YouTube channel, haven't you?" And I said, "Yes, I have." They said, "Can we have your autograph?" I thought it was really funny. And then this chap come over as well. After I think it was their dad, and he said, "Apparently, I've got to ask you, have you got a YouTube channel?" And I said, "Yes, I have, mate." "Oh, right," he said. "Oh, I had to ask," he said, "because they kept telling me I had to come over and ask." So I said, "Okay." So then they asked me autograph, and so I just wrote Scudo Camper. Perhaps sort of practice that. I don't know if that's quite. I thought it was quite funny. I've never had that before. That's quite amusing. Must be getting famous. I thought, am I supposed to sign it Westcountry or Scudo? Oh. Yeah. Yes. Highly famous I am. Right. Yeah. Never mind, guys. Look at that blue sky. Look at it. I'll enjoy the rest of my walk. Hope you enjoyed the waffle. So if you want anything more interesting, just thought I'd have a chat really. So never mind. Have a great rest of the day. And bloody flies. And get out of it. I'll see you next video.